to get split. And then we also have the guy from Stranger Things, who he literally looks like a Stranger Things character.
Right, yeah, just him with just like a hat.
In the trailer, yeah.
That was an audition, just put on a hat.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I think all those actors have got a really good, we've seen them in really...
Welcome back to the Expansion Pack, where we talk about video games, comic books, anime, and more. I'm your host, Andy, and today we have a special host with us.
Hey guys, great to be here. I'm Ty. Very excited, so let's get right into the news.
In our first story, the Overwatch League seems to be having another issue with one of their pro players.
Oh boy. Recently,
the team Boston Uprising has fired one of their players, Dream Casper, over sexual misconduct allegations. The league had suspended him indefinitely this past Sunday, and the team had terminated his contract this past Monday. Yeah. Jonathan Sanchez, aka Dream Casper, has been in the hot seat due to some screenshots being released of a conversation between him, 21, and a 14-year-old fan.
Ugh.
Gross.
Yeah.
Both the Overwatch League and the Boston Uprising have released statements regarding the incident. We encourage you to read up on their responses, and would like to know if you think the Overwatch League is doing the right thing here. It seems they're not tolerating any form of inappropriate behavior.
If anything, they're handling it pretty well. It's just getting the, behaved people onto teams.
Yeah.
That's the main concern. Anyways, last week, Insomniac Games finally revealed the release of a game I am incredibly excited for, the upcoming Spider-Man game. You can pick up Spider-Man exclusively for PlayStation 4 on September 7th, 2018. If you're hesitant on placing your $60 pre-order, do not fret. I promise you, you might be happy to know that there will be no microtransactions at all. So, Spider-Man will feature over a dozen unlockable suits, with only 3 being pre-order bonuses, which those will become available when DLC rolls out after release.
Okay.
Insomniac has been very tight-lipped on the game's content, but so far we know that this will be not an origin story.
Thank God.
Instead, it will take place 8 years after Peter Parker became Spider-Man. However, the big question is, who are we going to see show up? While we don't know much about the villains that will appear in the game, the small handful we have seen include Shocker, Taskmaster, Mr. Negative, and Kingpin.
Like Kingpin from Daredevil.
Yes, exactly.
I'm excited to see what we got.
Same here. I'm placing my pre-order right after the show.
Awesome. Well, Fortnite is back in the news with an upcoming update that has some people scratching their heads. Epic Games announced that a new idea will be coming soon, and it's called Portafort, a cube-shaped device that can be thrown to spawn a massive fort mid-battle.
Sounds like something I really need.
Yeah, if you can't build fast enough, well,
which I can't.
This might be the help you need. The release of this update is unknown, just Epic being Epic and trying to keep their game fresh. What do you guys think about this new item? Do you love it, or are you worried about it?
If anything, it's really going to change up the way people are going to play Fortnite, especially for those kinds of people like me who can't build for the life of them.
The meta will change.
Literally. Anyways, the Bandicoot was saved in 2017, and now I am happy to say that the dragon has finally been unleashed.
Thank God.
Last Thursday, Activision released a trailer for a remastered collection based on the original Spyro the Dragon games. Spyro Reignited Trilogy will feature Spyro the Dragon, Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage, and Spyro 3 Year of the Dragon. While the trailer only gives a September 2018 release window, the Spyro Twitter account confirms Reignited Trilogy will release on September 21st, 2018. The collection is being built from scratch, similar to how Vicarious Visions developed Crash Insane Trilogy. The soundtrack, composed by Steve Copeland, will be remade as well. Bravo.
Awesome.
Plus, developer Toys for Bob plans to cast as many of the original voice actors as possible, one of them being Tom Kenny, which, fun fact, he was actually not the first voice actor for Spyro. It was the guy who voices Rocco on Rocco's Modern Life. Anyways, you can pre-order the game right now for $39.99, which I'd say is a sweet deal, especially for how the game looks and how addictive it was.
I'm gonna buy it for my mom. Well, BlizzCon 2018 dates have finally been released. If you're a Blizzard fan like me, the annual convention is back again this year, and it will be held in Southern California at the Anaheim Convention Center on November 2nd and the 3rd. Before the event, Blizzard will hold esports competitions. where the winners will be battling out on the convention day for the huge trophy they all so desperately want. You'll also see a lot of cosplay, really well done cosplay,
Yeah,
like top
always
of
good.
the line. Most events will be centered around StarCraft, Overwatch, and Heroes of the Storm. Tickets will go on sale mid-May, so if you can be one of the lucky few to travel out there, we would love if you invited us, or especially me.
Yeah. I mean, I'm personally not going, but I know that you.
I would love to go.
Definitely want to go. If you've noticed in previous episodes, the back of our set, we have an amazing Mega Man poster based on Mega Man Legacy Collection. We are excited about this next bit of news. The Mega Man X Legacy Collection release date has been unveiled, but not just for Collection 1, but also for Collection 2.
Dos.
That's right, they're releasing on the same day. A post was made on Capcom Unity that the 2 collections will be released on July 24th and that you can purchase these for 20 bucks each, which I would say is a sweet deal.
Yeah, it's a real good deal.
Yeah. The collections will be available on Xbox One, PS4, PC, and Nintendo Switch. I have personally never played a Mega Man X game, but I've played the old Mega Man games, so
Well,
this is very exciting for me.
Well, I hope you have a good time with it.
Oh, I bet you I will.
Well, that's all the time we have for news this week, so make sure you stay tuned for Matt's comic section and a special game showcase.
Stay tuned.
Do you like sports? Do you like reading about sports? Then we got a sports blog just for you. Stay on my peripherals. That's not far. Hitting the field.
The first student-run sports blog.
For sports fans.
By sports fans.
See, it's all about the product shot.
Where do you want me to stand?
Don't talk though. I want them to see the whole.
Hitting the field. We cover football. We cover basketball. And so much more. He's out.
By sports reporters. And Meech.
What up? Watch the show and read the sports blog. Hitting
the field.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Expansion Pack's Comic News. I'm Matthew Salvario. Let's get started. Our first story today is about our favorite thieving feline Catwoman. She will be getting a new ongoing series releasing the same day as her wedding with the Dark Knight in Batman issue 50. Batman, way back in issue 24, popped the question to Catwoman, who answered yes. After 8 issues, I might add. There have been many rumors about a new series following Catwoman after the wedding, but now we finally have confirmation. The comic is being drawn and written by Joelle Jones and colored by Laura Ulrich. The pair are best known for their comic Lady Killer from Dark Horse. If any of you have read Lady Killer, you know the level of dark comedy and gritty action the pair are known for. Catwoman issue 1 will release July 4th. We finally have word from DC about the tease that there are somehow 3 Jokers. Yes, you heard that right, 3 Jokers. For those of you that don't know, back in 2016's DC Universe Rebirth, we found out what the Mobius chair told Batman when he asked about the true identity of the Joker. This all-knowing chair responded with, "There are 3. Since this revelation, we have gotten nothing on this Three Jokers plot until now. At C2E2's Batman panel, a fan asked editor Jamie S. Rich about this. Rich responded with, quote, "It is underway. J. Fraudbook is underway on the pages now. There have been some scripts from Jeff. It's coming," end quote. This hopefully comes sooner rather than later, as I don't know how much longer the fanboy in me can wait. We will keep you updated on any further news as it releases. Switching to the Marvel Universe, we have word that the Ultimate Universe is coming back, and not just in a small cameo this time. Marvel's Ultimate Universe was introduced in 2000 to reimagine and update many of the publisher's longtime heroes and villains. The Ultimate Universe died in 2015's Ultimate End as a part of the Secret Wars event. We already got a small cameo showing that the Ultimate Universe is still alive in Spider-Man 2. At the C2E2 event, we got word from Marvel's Comics Senior Vice President Tom Broford. Broford said, quote, "We'll be vague and mysterious. There are always plans," end quote. I'm excited for this return, as it was the Ultimate Universe that helped me get into comics to begin with. Now to our pull list for today. We have Detective Comics number 978, Flash number 44, Supergirl number 20, Wonder Woman number 44, Avengers number 688, Doctor Strange number 388, Old Man Logan number 38, X-Men Blue number 25, and Beauty number 21. That's all for today's comic news. We'll be back with more of the expansion pack right after this. Stick around.
Today, when you have multiple devices at your fingertips, wouldn't it be great if you could run the software you need on all of them? Well, now you can. UCF Apps is a new and innovative way for you to access the applications that you need to get your coursework done from any PC, Mac, tablet, or smartphone. For more information or to give your input on UCF Apps, go to apps.ucf.edu. What are you waiting for? Start using UCF Apps today.
Do you like sports? Do you like reading about sports? Then we got a sports blog just for you. Stay on my peripherals. That's not far. Hitting the field.
The first student-run sports blog.
For sports fans.
By sports fans.
See, it's all about the product shot.
Where do you want me to stand?
Don't talk though, I want them to see the hole.
Hitting the field. We cover football. We cover basketball. And so much more.
He's out! By sports reporters. And Meech.
What up? Watch the show and read the sports blog. Hitting.
Field!
Welcome back, guys. Now for this segment, we're gonna be doing something a little crazy.
Wow.
We're gonna be playing a video game. Wow. We're gonna be playing a video game, and it's gonna be something we've never done before. But
I can guarantee you that.
I've never, yeah. So I've never
done
played
this
this
before.
game, and Matt's never played this game. But Ty, what are we playing today?
We are playing a special game from my high school days called Blob 2.
Okay.
If you've never heard of this game, which, yes, you guys have not.
No.
I
I've
mean,
heard of the Blob, the movie.
No.
Okay.
It is nothing like that.
All right. Not the same thing.
The Blob was an old video game series from when the Wii was at its it was at its peak of success, you know. But you know, we were starting to get shovelware on everything, and so it kind of got buried. But the first game came out in about 2009. Was developed and published by THQ. Well, It was published by THQ. It was developed by one of their third-party studios.
Not THQ Nordic, like the
No.
actual original THQ.
The original THQ before they went out of business.
Yeah.
And then about a year or two later, they came out with a sequel. And I haven't gotten to play the first game, but the sequel was like, that was my stuff for a while. I played a lot of it. And it's special to me because it's a very calming game. It's one of the few where you don't really have anything at stake, but just because it's not as challenging doesn't mean you shouldn't give it a try.
I'm trying to log in here, so you can.
Yeah, no problem. It has been re-released, so that's why I'm choosing to bring it up. Back in February, THQ Nordic re-released the first Blob game for $20, and then they released Blob 2. Of course, I chose the latter.
I mean,
I figured I would play the first one at some other point. Might as well stick with something I'm more familiar with, you know. But basically what this game is about is you are this creature called Blob, and you go around this color-ridden world of trying to liberate a bunch of creatures known as the Radiants. And there's a cute little dictator named Comrade Black.
Okay.
Trying to just get rid of any and all colorful things in the entire world. Like he's forcing these creatures to wear these chunky suits that you'll see, just to keep them from changing colors and whatnot.
So this is very Epic Mickey in that sense.
That's what I said.
A little bit.
When I saw some of the gameplay, I was like, this is basically like Epic Mickey is what you're doing.
A little bit.
And
Epic
Splatoon.
Mickey is more on manipulating the world with color and paint and all that. Blob is more on...
Blob.
Think of it as like an interactive coloring book, in a way. One of the interesting things, too, is that while there is no challenge to the game, there's still somewhat of a challenge. Like, in this game, you have all these different enemy types that you face. So, like, some enemies can be defeated by a certain color. I mean, that's kind of a given. But then there are others that are more movement-based. Like, you can't dash into them, you can't hop on them, or you have to be a blank color to defeat them, you know, stuff like that. So it gets a little more creative than what it sounds like. But,
Sorry.
no, it's all right.
I was reading wrong, and there was a letter that I was adding on accident to the password, and I was trying to do it, but, you know.
Technical issues.
It's technical
issues.
issues.
Fun stuff. But,
but it should be working now.
Yep, it's booting up right now. So I figured I would play a little bit of this game just so that you guys out there can see.
I want to show off my
I was about to say your Xbox controller is really unique.
It's my beautiful custom-made Xbox controller.
Look at you, Xbox people.
With my favorite color, which is yellow and gray.
I'm PlayStation primarily, so this is like...
I'm Nintendo PC.
Sony, get on this.
PC Xbox.
Shuhei.
Does it have all the control stuff of Joy-Cons? I think not.
No, it does not, unfortunately. But I'm sure they're working on it. Anyways, we're just gonna get straight on into it. Skip all that.
The Blob.
The Blob 2.
So it's not the Blob.
No, it's the Blob.
The Blob.
The Blob. You gotta make sure you get it, you separate it from the movie.
So why did you choose this game specifically? It was just because
I figured it would be an interesting game to show off because, like I said, when this game came out, there were a bunch of... Sorry, I gotta skip the cinematics. So.
But all the cinematics.
I know.
They made them just so I can be cinemized.
It's all
not a
lovely.
worry.
Trust me, the cinematics, they really are worth sitting through because they do come up with some funny scenarios.
Okay.
But the stuff that you find from the residents giving you missions, those are just as funny. Like there's a level where you go to a college campus, and one of the residents that you come across is like, this is where all the rich white people sit. And it's like, of course, they're talking about the color white, not the skin.
Yeah. Because in this game, color is different.
So when I got to that part, I was like, this game's rated E for everyone.
Yeah.
But again,
they gotta put those. It's like every kids movie. They gotta put the jokes in for the parents.
In something hidden for the mature audience. So,
just watch like, you know, Let's Plays of Mario games. You'll find stuff like that in Mario games.
Oh, of course.
I think Mario plus Rabbids had something.
Oh no, don't even mention Mario plus Rabbids.
Well, it's because you have plus Rabbids.
See, there we are. That's our character right
Your
there.
hero.
Blob. Your hero, clouded in mystery, colored with an indefinable and rebellious attitude.
I'm rebellious.
Yeah.
I rebel.
Yeah. There is a multiplayer component to this. I don't know if you guys saw earlier, but player 2
I could have been playing with Ty.
Yes, I'm sorry, but I haven't tested this feature, so I don't know much about it.
I'm offended.
My brother was not interested in this game, so I could not talk him into it. But
what's wrong with you, Ty's brother?
I know. Playing Fallout 4 all the time. That's what its problem is. But so I will admit the cameras do get a little finicky. Ooh, more technical issues. Hang on.
I had to click on it because you can see the taskbar, so you should be fine now.
It. Yeah, I am.
No one likes to see a taskbar in the.
Nice landing, Blob. The prof reckons that our old foe, Comrade Black, is hiding here on Paradise Island.
Why's he gotta be black?
Because that's like the combination of all colors, but you know.
Anyway,
no,
continue.
I don't mean like that.
I was just about to, you know, give you some knowledge and tell you that, you know.
There's going to be a lot of out of context stuff in this.
I won't get into the art style.
We apologize in advance.
Science of it.
We apologize in advance.
But whatever.
So this game has a bunch of different challenge objectives. Of course.
So you're just a blob, but you have like ears like a buddy.
Yeah, I know. It's a little confusing.
What are we? Just a blob, or are we more than blob? I'm a
this
blob.
character should be in Smash Bros. Then again, every character should be in Smash Bros.
I feel like you just personally attacked me, and I don't know if I'm okay with it.
So, the collectibles I just picked up, those are called color atoms. They add to your score, but they are not like a primary thing.
Okay.
The only time they show up is if the game requests that you collect them all.
Okay.
So, but here is where the magic really happens. That is a transform engine, and we are going to make this place fabulous. Oh, look at that.
You just know. That's what it looked like, my dude.
Well done, Blob. You've returned color to the pool.
I mean, he did return all the colors.
So,
he did return all.
So the way to look at this game,
my dude.
This game is basically like a semi-open world format.
Okay.
There are 12 levels, and I know that doesn't seem like much.
That's not a lot.
It's not a lot, but each level is going to take you about 2 hours to 100%
Oh, that's too much.
You say it's too much,
It's
but
not.
if you take it one level or two at a time, I think you'll
Remember,
enjoy this
kids,
one.
don't take too many levels at one time.
You definitely.
It seems very old school platformy in the vein of everything from Mario 64 through like Sly Cooper.
Yeah, I'm feeling like a Banjo-Kazooie kind of feel to it, and a Sly Cooper kind of feel.
A little bit, yeah.
Banjo-Kazooie, that stuff's my
Oh, I missed that. I missed those series so much, but
you have ukulele you can play.
yeah.
Ukulele. Go play a Hat in Time, okay?
I'll happily talk about ukulele another time, but
That's okay.
so this is where things get a little tricky. I mean, obviously not.
So do
in
you
this
die
level.
in this game?
You can.
Sick.
But later,
I'm one of those people that likes to make my characters die in random ways.
like Crash
I don't want to
Bandicoot.
see you.
Yeah.
I do not want to see you play a Mario game.
You can hold 100
Odyssey.
paint points. So yeah, the paint points in the top right corner. That is the amount of paint that you can hold
Okay, so the
in order to
100
color
or-
buildings.
100 or the 3?
100.
Okay.
The 3, that's just the objective, the amount of things you have to paint.
Can you paint your 3 things? Jesus.
Yes, I can paint
Let's
my 3
go.
things.
Get that.
If the tutorial wasn't taking up so much of my time, man. And there's that. Transform engine. I'm skipping this.
That's fine.
Or no,
you
wait,
can skip.
I can't. There we go.
Yeah.
But as you can see there too, in the water and the ink there, you never want to touch the ink. That's actually what's going to kill you. Not immediately, but it's like it's one of those things where
But
if
isn't ink just basically paint?
You can say that, yes.
It's bad
I'm
paint.
finding loopholes in this game.
I mean,
I can go in the ink and become black.
But like, you're gonna encounter
paint
levels
things
later
black.
in the game to where you're gonna have to avoid water just so you can solve a puzzle. Or
So water cleans you, as water does.
Yes, water cleans you, and it can also add as a camouflage to later enemies. Like there are some levels where you have spinning discs surveying the land, so you'll have to try and keep yourself undercover in a way. So you could say this is a stealth game in some ways.
So what about this game developed and became different from the original?
That's the thing.
That's a good question.
Is I haven't played the first one, but when I was reading about it, when Nintendo Power was covering it, it seemed like there was more characters. Like Pinky here wasn't in the first one.
Okay. But now she's telling us what to do.
Yeah, she's like your tutorial guide, and I won't lie, this game does kind of hold your hand most of the time, being like, go do this thing and then do this.
It's an e-game, and it's probably meant for all right, kids, this is what you need to do. Here we go.
A little bit, and that's where I feel like most people kind of steered clear of this game, is because it looked too kid-ish, or it looked like the shovelware.
The animation isn't that bad, and I think it's cute.
If anything, I will say that the price is a little steep, considering they didn't. It's $30 for this.
Ouch.
So yeah, it did put a little dent in my wallet.
Then again, is it rare to get the original Wii one? Is it one of those things where let's say Mario Galaxy. Mario Galaxy still goes for quite a bit.
Yeah, but that's because
Luigi's Mansion for GameCube still goes for quite a bit.
You can sell Luigi's Mansion for $80 on eBay.
I have Luigi's Mansion, never used.
If you have the original casing.
Original casing, never used. Hit me up if you want to spend $80 on me.
So
what's up?
there's other collectibles besides the color atoms. So this here is the style.
So I'm one of those people that likes to collect everything. So if you don't collect anything, I'm gonna be a little upset.
Oh, I'm gonna be collecting quite a few things.
All right.
So there's other stuff too that you'll see maybe.
You have to paint that blue. Is that why it's flashing blue?
So sometimes you'll have to kind of juggle the platforming. I accidentally turned that red, but whatever. That's not our mission. But there are some parts in the game.
Turn that red blue.
Yes, isn't it lovely?
But
and as you notice, since I collected that style pickup, the pattern of the building is slightly different.
Oh, okay.
And you can
do patterns come into play?
A little bit, but they don't. The game doesn't request that you get a specific pattern.
Oh, okay.
So it's mostly just stuff of hey, now your buildings look a little prettier and stuff like that.
Okay.
So. He just said, "Oh yeah," there, and immediately the Kool-Aid guy came into my head.
Oh
yeah.
You would think Kool-Aid would have done a game like this, but
oh god, that would have been a PS1 game. That's just like a map.
No, it would have been like the Pepsi racing game.
Pepsi Man.
Yeah,
oh,
Pepsi.
No.
Yeah.
Don't even mention that garbage.
It would have been like a Flash game for the PC. So yeah, that's what I would have done.
So into Blob, I know I've been showing a lot of basic gameplay, but it does get a little more complex later on. Like I said with the enemy types, you are going to have different moves later on. And with different moves comes upgrades.
Okay.
Upgrades. And in this game, they are referred to as inspiration. And let me see if I can find one here. But it is a light bulb looking object.
Okay.
And you can use that to upgrade either your paint supply, your health, the starting lives. You can use it to upgrade the cost or decrease the cost of your moves, because that's another thing too, is moves do cost
Oh,
more.
I thought that was fire for a second and I got scared, but nah, it's just orange.
Nah, the only hazards you have to worry about are ink and water is sometimes. So yeah, there's a light bulb right there.
Okay.
And each level, as you can see there, is going to have at least 40, no more than 50. 50 is like the max that I've seen.
Okay.
And then,
because we're getting low on time, where can people play this?
You can get it now. If you're lucky, you can go to GameStop and probably get it for cheaper. But right now, you can get it on Xbox One, PS4, and PC for $30.
You can get it on Steam, and Steam summer sale's coming up, so might be.
If anything, I'd say if you are still skeptical on this, wait until a sale and then see how you feel about it. $30 is pretty steep considering they didn't do any visual upgrades. This is a straight up port. And another thing too is this game is coming soon to Switch. I don't think they've come out with a release date, but.
Matt's gonna get it. I think he's intrigued.
Sorry,
I hope so.
I'm always looking for more games for my Switch, always.
I hope so. This is well worth your time, I promise.
Well, that's all the time we have for this week. Make sure you stay tuned for next week with our last show this season, and hope you guys have fun with the Blob. The Blob.
The Blob.
The Blob.
The Blob 2.
Bye, guys.
like him. So he like gets obsessed with finding the
Played by
guy.
Jake Gyllenhaal, I assume.
Also Jake
There you
Gyllenhaal.
go.
And it's like basically it's like a subconscious thing. Like, are there just